Welcome back, everybody. Today I'm going to show you the best weapon in BattleBit Remastered, but before I do, let's go over some criteria. Number 1. This weapon needs to be easy to use. This means that the weapon needs to be manageable for almost anyone within any of the main engagement distances that someone would most likely find themselves to be in. This weapon should also be easy enough to use that the average player isn't crying for attachments to help the weapon perform better. I mean, nobody wants to use a weapon and struggle to hit the prods out of a barn, right? Number 2. The weapon needs to be able to compete with similar weapons in its category. This one should be sort of a given. If the weapon can't compete with any other weapon in the same category, then what would be the point of even using it in the first place? And number 3. The weapon needs to have multiple playstyles. The idea is that the attachments need to allow the weapon to fit multiple playstyles of multiple different people. Say you're someone who hates close quarters combat, the weapon attachments need to allow someone to play in the medium and long ranges should they want to. And the same theory should work in the other direction should a player want to play in close quarters combat. And for the fourth and final criteria, and honestly my most important, is that the weapon needs to be fun to use. For this criteria, I'm trying to see if it is fun for not only me, but fun for several people in the community as well. To gauge community interest, I'm just looking at which weapons I see being used the most and which ones I see people sort of flocking to. And now for the reveal. If you guessed the Chris Vector, then you are incorrect. Although the Chris Vector is really fun to use, it doesn't meet a couple of the criteria in order to be the best weapon in BattleBit Remastered. It is really fun, as stated before, and it definitely competes with other similar weapons in its category. However, the weapon is really only viable in close quarters combat. You can fight to use it at medium range, but you won't have as much fun playing at that range. Okay, now since I've probably pissed off a couple Chris Vector boys whose guns go, I think now's a good time to explain my engagement distances. For example, me personally, I consider anything within 50 meters to be close range. From 50 to about 150 meters, I consider medium range. Anything beyond 150, I consider long range. I have made this distinction based on how likely that I am to full auto fire versus burst fire or switch to single fire or tap fire to engage someone at that distance. Anything less than 50 and I'm going full auto. From about 50 meters to 150 meters, I'm probably using any combination of full auto, burst fire, tap fire, or even single firing, depending on the weapon I'm using and how little cover the enemy has. And anything greater than 150 is probably where I'm not going to engage at all unless I'm using a single fire mode or just using a sniper rifle. Okay, so hopefully after all that I've quelled the anger of the Chris Vector boys. So, to give you a hint on the weapon I'm talking about, the assault rifles are usually going to be your weapons that are most likely to fit the categories and criteria I listed previously. However, there can only be one. There can only be one that stands out above the rest. And in my opinion, that weapon is the M4A1. So I've provided a few longer clips from my games to hopefully showcase what I'm talking about. And from here on, if you hear my voice, then just know that this is the in-game me talking and not the voiceover me talking. Alright guys, here's my M4A1. I've got 1500 rounds through it. I've gotten a decent amount of the camos. I don't know how to do the prestige stuff, but I've gotten a decent amount of camos. Here's my setup. I'm not going to talk about it yet. I'm just going to show you the main reason I have this setup and the main reason I think this is the best weapon in the game, in my opinion. So we'll start. Actually, we'll just go ahead and spawn on this and just get into some chaos. Okay, let's just try playing to air. Oh, shoot. I saw that. Okay, got another. Do I not have my rangefinder on this thing? I thought I did, but I guess I
don't. Oh my god, he was black and he was blended.
Yep.
gotta say to people here, you fucking shit teammate. Shit teammate.
Oh, I was set to I was set to 50 and not. Okay. I was set to 50 and not. That was probably about 100 to 150 range. And actually now, like that, I'm not sure why he didn't move. Is that a dude over there? Am I tripping? No, I'm tripping. Because this is a fully automatic weapon, even though I'm shooting it semi-automatic, I can still shoot really fast. Now, I'm not gonna lie, controlling the recoil of it is okay, yep, see what I'm saying? Controlling the recoil at those ranges, it's not even the recoil's fault, it's the velocity. So because it takes a bit longer for the bullets to get there, I might have to lead them or not lead them, you know. Get him to poke back. Get him some damage. Okay, that's like 150 probably. But all I can do is zero this to 200. I think he's dead. Yeah. I can't see him. Back to 100. Oh shoot, I'm getting shot at. Come on. I can make it. Get here, heal myself. SGG, we lost. Yeah, that's fine. That was fine. I had fun. That's what matters. But I hope that sort of showcases my point with this weapon. I can do it at all ranges. Of course, once it starts getting to that long range, I sort of need the targets to sit still for me to get a lot of shots, or for them to just have no cover to run to. But medium close range, even a little bit of long range, it does its job. It does it very well. Dodge.